Awesome. All right, everyone. So last we left off, the Gold Dawn prepared themselves for the inevitable battle with the legendary sea creature Aminar. Each party member spent the span of 2 days differently. They produced things and did different tasks. However, each night the party always convened back at the tavern. Teokada had given the Krakenbane weapon he acquired from Aranessa's body to Yop, and as he stated, it would be better off used in his hands. He also spent some time searching for a rare herb that Eve had wanted to use to create a potion of Revivify. Yop took his time to ready his mind for the battle to come and practicing with his new weapon that Teokada had given him. Gul'dan spent the majority of his time searching for additional plants and herbs for Eve to brew additional potions, such as underwater breathing potions. Eldriana sought more information about her newfound demigod background, as well as trying to uncover what the strange marks on Roland's neck are. Several suspicions raised when she witnessed Ophelia and Roland sharing a long, deep kiss.
Oh.
Bragrick spent the better part of the last 2 days working day and night to complete the harpoon launcher that the party required before he could finally find rest. However, he was quickly put back to work to repair the device that they required to save Teclis's life. Eve spent the large majority of her days hard working at brewing some potions, as well as searching for the rare herb. She also picked up her weapons from the blacksmith that he had silvered for her. Surbek did what Surbek does best. He cooked up 2 feasts for the party to share at the end of each night. He was also heavily invested in locating the herbs and plants that Eve required for her potions. He also purchased a sewing kit so that Ophelia could stitch him a Surbek-sized bedroll. And finally, Ophelia spent most of her time lounging and strolling about the city. This led her to bumping into Eldriana, kissing Roland, and then heading to the tavern pretty much each night to meet with the rest of the party and Charles. She was also able to glean additional information from Jasper regarding how he lost his hand and why Charles was looking for the harpoon to begin with. So, it is now nightfall again, and Bragrick, you've completed the launching harpoon launcher device. If I can get you to roll a d20 to determine the quality of the launcher.
Not one, Damien.
Let's do it. Oh, close enough.
Oh, God.
So unfortunately, you rolled a low quality weapon, which means the device only has a 60-foot range.
Can I try another 4 months to make it?
You certainly can try.
Fucking Marco, man.
Alright, 60-foot range. Got it.
At least it's a longer range than your Drake gun.
I think it's actually less than my Drake
Alright,
gun.
never mind. I take that back.
No, it's 10 feet more.
Oh, there we go.
But this is a mounted cannon or a mounted harpoon launcher. Mine's a hand
So
cannon
it
I
is
run
mobile, just so you know.
Okay.
The actual size of the device can be easily pushed by a medium-sized creature. And Surbek can essentially use it like a crossbow.
Oh, okay. Can we mount it to Surbek's back? So he just kind of like leans over and then someone just fires it off his back?
You can certainly do that. If Surbek is okay with that.
How much is this thing gonna weigh? I might move at half speed.
It's pretty hefty. It's dwarven built. Let me get you an actual weight, though. I didn't expect this.
Oh, God.
I just want to see if it's possible for me to, like, do it if I drop some weapons or something. Also, it might be a bad idea because I'm going to go charging into battle.
while I figure this out, was there? What did you guys want to do at this point? Bragrick, your next thing to create with the help of Surbeck was the device. So essentially, the party's plan is to drain some magic from Maka and whoever else, and to attempt to save Teclis, because at the moment he is not doing great.
Gotta save Teclis.
Oh, okay. Cool, I'll work on that then, since I made a very poor crossbow.
The schematics for that is in the notebook that Eve has deciphered, so you don't have to worry about the quality of the device. You'll be able to get that done pretty easily.
Oh, okay. Cool. So then what materials do I need for that, or do I have to scrounge them?
You basically have everything you need. You're simply repairing the old device.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that then.
Okay. Surbeck, you're helping?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the rest of y'all doing?
What up?
Would be resting. And wasn't Surbeck gonna stay up all night with him to make it?
That's correct, yeah. But if there's nothing else you wanted to do before resting, we can just move forward. So, yeah, Goldon, you said you were going to do something?
Yeah, well, sorry, what's left there to be done?
Just to repair this device in order to save Teclis. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention was the reason why Maka wanted to save... She didn't want to give up her magic just yet, is she wanted to imbue the harpoon. Because it is a one-time shot, she had some worries about potential misses and what that could mean if you don't hit the underbelly of the beast.
Okay. And Surbeck's already helping with the device, right?
Correct, yeah. The ballista weighs 100 pounds.
It's possible. I just don't think it's going to be a good idea.
With that, like with the device already being worked on and stuff like that, if nobody's like ill or if nobody looks like worse for wear, then Golden would probably just either rest or I don't know, like cook or something,
That's new. Cook, okay.
or help cook, I should say.
Okay. Are the rest of y'all just resting then?
And
yeah.
Harry would then rest.
Okay. I believe you guys have already eaten at this point in the day because you've just come from the tavern.
Surbeck. Did Surbeck cook anything today?
Yeah, you did. You cooked the stew in which everyone gained a D8 worth of hit points, so make sure you don't forget that. It does last for 24 hours, so just keep that in mind.
I forgot my number.
You got, I think, 2.
I think it was 2.
A 2? Damn, that soup must have not been that good, dude.
Yeah,
What the
you
hell?
got 2, and Bragrick got 8. Okay. So everyone is just gonna take to some rest at this point. Get ready for the day coming. Bragrick, it's gonna take you at least, I believe we said 4 hours to prepare the device.
Okay.
So you and Surbeck, well, you with the help of Surbeck, spend the next 4 hours repairing this device. So it's about 4 in the morning at this point. You are pretty tired as you've been working pretty much nonstop for the last 2.5 days.
Oh. Yikes. Basically. Am I exhausted then? From working
You
at it
you
for-
you still rested, but it's basically
Okay.
been like eat, sleep, work.
Okay. Sounds about right.
That sounds like my life right now.
Mhm.
Ophelia's living in real life, dude.
Since I'm an elf and I would wake up earlier than most, could I spend the early morning searching for some heal well plants?
Okay.
I'll just continue working on it, I guess, until I'm done. If we're not
But
really doing much else.
You're done. You're done.
Am I
at
done
this
now?
point. Yep.
Sick. Can we test it out then? Can we see if it works? Since
Sure.
I have the schematics. And everything like
You
that.
want to test out the device?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you want to test it? So you know that it drains magic from one, and you've figured out how to sort of reverse the process, so you can drain from one and input into another.
I politely decline Sibek's offer to provide his magical abilities.
Rude.
I'm going to basically just ask for a test subject in the lab in the group and see who wants to offer that offer themselves up as a guinea pig to see how this works.
Surbek, try.
Sure, let's give it a shot then. We'll see if it'll at least not kill you.
I don't think that'll work, Surbek. And Maka steps forward. Take mine. What do you need me to do?
Well, I don't really know. Let me read my schematics. Do I know? Because I don't have like the schematics on me. Do I know what has to be
Yeah,
done?
you would know what needs to be done. You know how
Alright.
it works. You sort of rebuilt it at this point.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna basically hook him up to the machine and get him to touch the necessary device panels, I'm assuming.
You are all in the workshop, Ophelia.
And I'm gonna kick that bad boy on and see if it sucks out his magical, well, some of his magical abilities without killing him.
Okay, so you're doing this on Maka, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Maka sits down, and she sort of sits in front of the device, and as you activate it, you see the purple crystal that was floating on top when you guys first discovered this device begins to glow. And then you can see that same sort of spectral tendril almost, like that life link between her and this crystal begin to form. And it begins to draw out her magic. How long do you use the device for?
I'm gonna try for 5 minutes and see what happens.
Okay. 5 minutes goes by, and you can see that there's a sort of constant flow of magic between her and this device.
Mhm.
But she doesn't seem to be physically changing, which is a good sign.
Alright, does Maka look okay? I'm gonna ask him how does he feel? Does he feel any drain or exhaustion?
She feels fine. You can see that she's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna continue running the device then.
Okay, for how much longer?
I'm gonna go, since you did 5 minutes was fine, I'm gonna see how another 5 minutes goes to bring it to 10 minutes in total.
Okay.
I remind Bradrick. Remember Bradrick.
You are not here, Eve. You are off looking for things.
Oh, this didn't happen like after?
Yeah.
Or so after his rest?
No, he immediately went to test it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, so after an additional 5 minutes, you can see that she's beginning to look more fatigued.
Oh, okay. So she's only looking fatigued. I'm gonna ask her again, like, how are you feeling?
I think I can give more. Another
Okay.
5 minutes.
How's
Alright.
Maka looking in all of this?
She's fine. She's like looking fatigued. She's looking okay, but fatigued.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do another 5 minutes.
Okay. After another 5 minutes, you can see that the device the crystal is starting to glow brighter than it did before. So it's beginning to fill up more, so to speak. And you can see that Maka is looking very tired, and you can see that the rings under her eyes beginning to dark as her sort of complexion becomes more pale.
Oh, okay. After a total of 15 minutes, I can see Maka's looking very exhausted, right?
Hmm.
Okay, after like at the total of 15-minute mark, I'm gonna sever the connection. I'm basically just gonna power down the machine,
Okay.
just
So you
to
power down the
not
machine.
kill her
Yeah,
afterwards.
and she has to sort of take rest at some point. So she makes her way back to her cot very quiet, like very gently,
Hmm.
and she lays down. So now you have an undeterminate amount of magic stored in this crystal.
Okay. What was the person's name again that I have to give it to? I keep forgetting their name.
Teclis.
Teclis. Where is Teclis located now? I'm assuming not anywhere near the facility.
Yeah, he's in the same building. He's been
Okay,
resting there.
just a different room.
Yeah, he's in the same room as you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick up the gem of unknown power. Does anything like, can I pick it up without any shock happening or any like surge of energy coming from it?
So are you detaching it from the device?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, you detach it and nothing happens.
nothing
You
happens.
you can handle it without any issue.
Huh. Do I, from the schematics, does it tell me how I need to put the power into someone? Does someone just like, does the
Yeah.
drain person just hold it?
No, you would need to use the device, and in a sort of reverse manner, you'd be able to
Okay.
funnel the power into someone.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna look at the group and say, do you want to give this a shot and see if we can carry Teclis over here? See if we can get him back on his feet?
Well, worst thing that happens is we kill him, right? So
If it does, I'll blame it on someone else. So I guess I'm gonna ask Golden for assistance in carrying Teclis over to the device, because I'm assuming he's probably very weak still.
sure,
Yeah.
I'll help.
Yay. I kind of get Teclis to kind of hook him up to the machine on the other side where the gem was, and then I'm gonna configure to hook the gem up on the side where it's like taking the magic from, so to speak.
Okay. So you set up the device. You set up Teclis in a range that will essentially make it target him.
Hopefully. I'm gonna tell everyone to stand back because I do not know what will happen. And I'm gonna power on the machine and then take a couple steps back.
Okay. So you power on the machine, and you can see again that connection, that tendril,
Mhm.
sort of snake through the air and attach itself directly to Teclis's chest. And the light on the gem itself begins to dim. And after about 5 minutes total time, the tendril begins to thin until it's completely gone.
Okay, so it only took 5 minutes to drain it, right?
Yeah. After the 5 minutes is done and the tendril is completely worn out, you can see that there's a bit more color in Teclis's face, as he was very pale and gaunt before. And he comes to. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Still weak, but alive.
Oh, that's good to hear. Can you stand?
I believe I can. And he attempts to get up, and you can see he's very slow and very careful not to expend too much energy.
I will assist him in just bracing him so he can
Me
stand
too.
up a little easier.
I'll help as well.
Okay. So he's on both feet at this point, being held up by the two of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You still need rest. And I will try this again later, but for now, please rest. And then I help carry him back to his, we'll walk him back to his bed that he was resting at earlier.
Okay. So Teclis lays down, closes his eyes, and attempts to gather his strength with some rest. Okay.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put the gem in a safe. I'm gonna put the gem in like a little metal box basically, and then put it in my bag of holding just so it's not misplaced or taken.
Okay.
by
What
accident,
about
since
the
it is quite
device?
close. How big is the device? Like physical size?
It's about 2 feet. It's a square about 2 feet wide by about a foot deep, and the height of it varies. When the gem is attached, it's about 2.5 feet tall.
That's a very short device.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cover it with a like a work tarp or cloth sort of thing, just so it's not seen by someone who just walks in, and then I'll just call it from there.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's about 4 a.m. at this point.
What?
Yeah, so you have about 4 hours before, quote unquote morning.
Okay.
So yeah, you have some time to rest now.
I'm gonna go back and fucking rest. I'm a sleepy dwarf.
Okay. Elves of the party: Eve, Teokata, Eldriana, and I guess Ophelia, since you don't really sleep. What are you doing in the next 4 hours? Eve, you have about 3 hours since you've done some searching.
Could I spend another 2 hours just looking for more herbs then?
Yeah, you can spend 2. You have 3 technically if you wanted to spend all 3, but your call.
I will spend all 3 to look. Well, I'll spend it until I reach a certain amount. I'm trying to brew another potion. Actually, no, I'll just spend all 3. Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking for heal well for all 3?
Yeah, for a heal well for all
Okay.
3.
Do 3 survival checks, and we'll see what you get. Anyone else?
Ophelia would be trying to sleep in because she wants to, not has to.
Okay.
Would the sun be rising yet?
Almost.
Okay.
Are these herbs just for?
Are these just for what's her name?
Huh?
Pardon me?
Are these herbs for the Revivify potion again?
No, this is just for like a simple healing potion. The one for Revivify requires a lot of people to help me find it because it has a 30 DC.
I'll just wander the town. Or are we on the ship or the town?
You're in the workshop.
Oh, okay. Well, it is a town though, right?
There is a town, yeah.
I'll just wander the town and listen for gossip, eavesdrop.
Okay. It's 4 a.m, so probably not
Who's talking shit?
He's gonna
Someone's
totally be the
talking shit.
gossip.
He's just gonna go start talking to himself. Okay. Take a wander out just to see what's going on outside. Eve, you spent your time looking for some heal well, which you find a bit, not too much. And Eldriana, was there anything you wanted to do?
Is there a terrace anywhere? Or a hill high up?
There is. It would take some travel to get there.
Oh, okay, never mind. Are we close to the lake?
Mm-hmm.
Still? Okay. I'll just go to the lake. I'll find a nearby, a secluded deck where there's not many boats, and I'll just meditate and watch the sunrise.
Very cool. Okay. So, morning comes. Adriana, you've seen the sunrise while you were just hanging out by the docks. Teokata, as you wander through the city, you also witness the same thing. And Eve, as you've finished your search for herbs, You see that the sun is rising, and the rest of you have awoken from your rest. I'll say, Bragrick, if you wish, you can take your long rest if you
Okay.
want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my long rest.
All right. So everyone but Bragrick is awake at this point.
Can Surbeck sleep too?
Yeah, of course, because you helped him out.
Alright, I'd find a secluded area to dig my hole and sleep in.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the tavern after I'm done collecting food.
Okay. You head to the tavern, and you can see that as you've arrived, Delilah is just also arriving at the same time to open up and get everything ready to go. Hello, dearie.
Oh, Delilah.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am feeling quite famished. I was hoping I could have some of the leftovers from yesterday.
Certain. Come on in.
Perfect.
She opens the door into the tavern and begins to gather up some plates and whatnot for you to sort of pick through the leftover meal that she had stored.
I owe her anything?
Nah, it's just the leftover bits, so she's just gonna give it to you.
I engage in chit chat about the area, about some stories that she might have, general information of interest to Eve. Something a spy would want to know, but like not saying outright.
General information.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Who's talking shit?
I mean, I don't know exactly what you want to know about this town. I came to this town when I was very young. I was just a young girl and basically never left. So this place is essentially all I know. It's my home. In terms of, things that happen, as I'm sure I've mentioned before, every so often we have events that come through here, mostly between pirates that have beefs with one another that sort of spill over into our town, but for the most part things are kept pretty
Speaking about
good.
pirates, you tell me about the one who has a problem with Charles the cripple.
Yes, Jasper. He's an interesting one. As you can tell, he obviously holds a grudge. But
Between the two of them, who's the more trustworthy person? Who will likely be the one to shiv me first?
to shiv you first. I would say neither of them are likely to do such a thing. Charles is more obviously charismatic, as you know, but Jasper has his own qualities. He's extremely loyal.
What are his powers? What is his strength? You just wondering.
He's a good pirate, I guess.
More specifically in a battle setting. Does he have magic? Does he have special weapons? Just curious to know.
As far as I know, none of the sort. Just a pistol and his cutlass.
Basic, I love it. Then she just engaged in eating.
Okay. All right. The rest of y'all.
I'm still in the tavern, in the workshop, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh no! I would have long rested with everyone.
Yeah. So you awoke just as Eve had finished her searching. So you can essentially, it's the same time.
Okay.
You did get a long rest though.
Okay. I guess I'll walk around town for now and see if there's anything interesting going on.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'd be taking a walk around the town as well.
Same here. If I'm done helping with Teclis, I'll probably just explore the town.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
All right.
All of us.
You guys are just all taking a stroll together. You're so.
Making my way
Together?
down there.
Separate.
I'm assuming you're all together.
These guys? Nah, I don't know these guys.
So you stroll through, and from where you see, you can see Charles making his way to his boat. Probably to get final preparations ready for your departure this morning.
I wasn't there when what's her name? Eve spoke to the tavern lady. She said there was events happening? Are there events happening right now?
No. She basically mentioned that every so often these things happen. The last sort of demonic incursion was the most extreme that she's seen. But there's nothing going on right now as the town is sort of getting its confidence back. People are starting to come outside again, visit shops and tavern and stuff. So people are open, for example.
After I'm done eating, I would just go to the ship.
Okay. Delilah will come and grab your plate. Thank you, dearie.
This food was delicious, and we are going to embark soon. I'm not sure when we'll see each other again, but thank you for your services.
You're very welcome. You're always welcome here. Best of luck in your journey.
I give her 1 gold.
Okay. Okay, so you make your way to the ship, and you can see Charles just getting final preparations ready. There you are. Where's the rest of it, everyone?
I'm not sure. I'm an elf, so I wake up early, and I started my day with some stuff. But yeah, I imagine they'll be coming soon. Our 2 guys had to stay up late to do stuff, so they're probably sleeping in a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. I'll be here when we're ready to depart, I guess.
Perfect. I'm gonna go fishing on your boat.
Okay.
Do you have a place to cook on the boat?
Nope. Can't say that we do.
Actually, maybe I won't go fishing. I'll just read while I'm waiting for the rest of them.
Sounds good. Make yourself comfortable. All right, those of you that have been journeying through the city, after you witnessed Charles sort of make his way to his boat, at some point in your in your walk, you see Eve making her way to the boat as well and getting on.
I would start making my way to the boat.
Okay.
Yep, same here.
Same.
Okay. Sorry, Surbeck, Brygrick.
Yeah.
You guys have finished your long rest at this point, and you can hear what sounds like just Maka gathering things, putting things into a bag, and she's getting Teclis ready to go.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna wake up Surbek then, or make sure he's awake, since we're both probably sleeping.
Yeah.
Kind of give him a little kick. Wake up!
Ready to go.
Looks like it.
Alright, Surbek will make his way over to the boat.
I'm gonna gather up anything else that Teclis might need help with in prepping, and then help him carry get down to the boat.
Okay. So he uses you sort of as a crutch, and he applies a lot of his own body weight onto his staff, and he uses that as a cane. And the two of you slowly make your way, with the help of Maka as well, to the boat.
Just before we leave, I'm gonna remember I forgot to grab the device. I'm gonna turn around, like, wait here, and quickly run back. Kind of grab the device. Can I put it into some sort of like crate and carry it down?
Yeah,
to the
sure.
boat?
Yeah, easy enough.
You said it's about 2 feet by 1 feet, right? 2 by
Yeah.
1 by 1. All right, I'm gonna put it into a crate just so it doesn't get damaged, and then kind of strap it to my back and then carry it back down. So I'll catch up with them and then carry it back down the boat.
Okay. So as you're doing that, and as you all leave from the workshop, at some point Cedric bids you all farewell. And you are all at the boat. Well, there's the sleepyheads. Come on. The rest of the party is waiting for you.
All right, we'll load onto the boat.
From the time I went on the boat and the time they woke up, how many hours of reading did I do?
3. We ready to set sail?
Indeed, yes. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay.
That.
It'll be at least 3 days, so hope you've packed well.
I'm gonna go to Maka and see, because it was Maka that I was draining the power from, right?
Yes. Yeah, you were taking it from her.
Alright, so since we're on the boat now, I'm gonna see if Maka is up for doing another power transfer or magic transfer to refill the gem.
It'll have to be tomorrow, unfortunately.
Ah, okay. Come find me when you're ready. We'll refill the gem then.
At some point, I will need enough power to imbue the harpoon. So
Yes. And we do need to make sure that Teclis is up and running, though. He can barely stand by himself.
indeed.
I'm gonna go around to the rest of the group. Any magic users, I'm gonna ask to see if they want to just imbue a little bit, like 5 or 10 minutes of their magic ability, if they have it, into the gem. Because maybe if we pool together multiple people, we can at least give them back some magical power today.
Okay. Those party members would be Yope and Golden.
I'm gonna go up to. I'm gonna start by going up to Golden. Say, hey, how you feeling today? You up for maybe imbuing some of your magical essence into the gem? We need it as quickly as possible.
It's for Teclis, right?
Of course, and I won't make you give up 15 minutes of your lifespan. Just 5 minutes to at least see if we can get some more in it.
That's fine. I'll give up a little bit.
Okay, so just wait here one moment. I'm gonna see if Yope also is up for it. I'm gonna run over to Yope. Yope, you up for giving some of your magic to help Teclis? Just be 5 minutes.
I spoke to Golden about potentially helping him siphon off magic before,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a little bit weary of him needing to absorb chaotic magic.
Ah. I see. I can. Well, this is going directly to Teclis. This won't be going anywhere else. As soon as we have 5 minutes, we'll see if we can give it right away to Teclis. See if he can get more of his strength so he can at least stand on his own.
Okay.
Do I
As-
hear this conversation? Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a very big boat.
At this point, I would obviously walk over to the two of them and tell Bragrick, I agreed to give my magic, but my reservations are still the same. I don't see the need for this. Something doesn't seem right.
Well, we're just to ease your suspicions. Then what we'll do is we'll just give a little bit more, so he can at least stand by himself. If you really want to, you can still knock him over. But right now he can barely stand on his own, let alone having someone to help him.
Well, I agree that helping him siphon chaotic magic would be a little bit suspicious. However, I don't think my magic or Golden's magic is considered as chaotic. So I think it would be okay for us to help him enough just so he can at least stand.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm gonna kind of crack open the crate with the device. I'll hook it up to the gem on the receiving, like where the magic goes into, and I'll get Goldon to step forth first.
I will step forward.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of hook up everything that needs to be hooked up and power on the device, and just take a step back, but only let it run for 5 minutes, and then I'll quickly shut it off.
Okay. So you let it run for 5 minutes, draining the energy from Golden. Previously, when connecting to Maka, the color of the tendril was like a purple blue color, but with Golden, you can see it's more of a yellow, like a golden color. You drain 5 minutes worth of magic, and you can see that the gem gets bright, but nowhere near as bright as it did when you filled a 5 minutes worth with Maka.
15. Okay.
No, so even comparing the two, so 5 minutes.
Time frame, okay.
Yeah, 5 minutes against Maka compared to 5 minutes against Golden.
Okay.
You can see that the gem is way dimmer than it was before.
Okay.
So Golden, for any spell casting for today, it'll be at 50%, basically. 50% power.
Alright.
I'm gonna leave once I've powered off machine, kind of disconnect Golden from it. I'm gonna reconnect. So I'm gonna get Yope to step on up and then kind of connect him to the same spot.
Okay.
And if he's comfortable, I'll power on the device and let it run for only 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna kick it on and then just take a step back and see what happens.
Okay. So again, the color of the connection is the same yellow gold color as it flows from Yope into the gem. And you run it for 5 minutes. And even after 10 minutes of total time, you can see that the gem is still not even the same brightness as it was after draining 5 minutes from Maka.
Okay.
You discern that, there's a difference between divine magic and arcane magic.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane being a little more potent for this need, at least. But these little bits will definitely help.
Okay. So then after I power down the machine, I'm gonna disconnect Yo from it. I'll move the gem over to essentially the sending of magic energy side. And then go over to Teclis and see if he's up enough to try for another small amount of magic imbue or magical imbue.
Okay. Yeah. I'm ready.
Alright, so I'll help. I'm assuming he still can't stand by himself, right?
He can stand, but walking is difficult.
Okay. So then I'll assist him walking over to the device and then get him hooked up.
Okay. And so you set it all up, get him in range, you flip the switch, and then you see like a very short burst of magical energy sort of make its way from the crystal to Teclis. It was super quick, super fast. Like it didn't even complete a full connection between the gem and Teclis. It was almost like just a snake that sort of slithered out from the crystal straight into Teclis's chest.
Okay. Does any reaction from Teclis? Because it's like magic.
No reaction really. You can see that he's a little better, but that's about it.
Teclis, how do you feel? Can you stand and walk on your own? I'm gonna power down the device and disconnect him from it.
I can, but divine magic is not really what sustains me. It's enough to keep me alive, but that's about it.
Well, desperate times, right?
Indeed.
So I'm gonna, with that done, I'm gonna kind of pack up the machine, I guess, for today. I'm gonna put the gem back in the metal box and put it in my bag of holding, and put the device back in its crate and kind of slide that and tie it safely to the deck so it doesn't slide around.
Okay, so I forgot who had the harpoon, and I'm assuming you guys took the launcher.
I'm also assuming yes. I'm gonna guess that Surbeck grabbed it because it is quite large and he can at least help. He can carry it.
Yeah, he can carry it easily.
On his back, strapped, when he bends over.
Okay. So, let's see what happens on your journey.
Let's see how many of you die.
Oh boy, I don't like when Lucas says that.
Nope.
I'm ready for a battle.
A 2 magic users are 50% penalty.
What does that mean, though? 50% penalty.
Essentially, when you're rolling for your powers, it would be at 50%. So when you guys do your fueling of your spells for your paladin stuff,
okay.
Yeah, you're lucky because there's no one opposing you, so that's fine.
Okay.
But if you did have someone trying to dispel your stuff, your powers would be at 50%.
Okay, I see.
Gotcha. Well, that's not that bad.
Okay, so you guys sail for about 3 hours. The weather is relatively calm. The seas are pretty calm. The winds are gentle.
Is there a crew? Because we don't have a crew. Does that mean we can't really do anything on the boat?
You guys can all assume things on the boat. Charles is just your acting captain, but he may call some of you to do certain things.
Oh, okay. So, like, if we want to do something while we were, I guess, on the ship, we could.
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
Did you have something in mind right now?
Oh, I probably would just keep reading, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Can I make a copy of in the meantime, can I make a copy of the schematics that we've deciphered for at least the device?
You would need the book. But yeah, you can.
And I'm guessing she has the book.
Eve has the book.
I would lend it to him to make a copy of it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna borrow the book just temporarily. I'm gonna write. Just gonna jot down just in case anything happens to the device. I'm gonna make a set of like a secondary set of schematics just for my own notes, and attach it to my library of like knowledge that I have that I carry with me for like all my recipes, basically everything that I copied down.
Okay. All right. So you sail for about 3 hours, and as I said, the weather is pretty good, and sort of suddenly you hear a crash as the ship sort of topples a little bit. You realize, or Charles realizes, that he didn't quite see a piece of shallow reef. He rolled a natural 1 on his navigation, so you've hit a natural reef, and you feel the boat begin to take on water.
Oh boy.
I get out my blacksmithing tools and I start getting to work on these holes.
Surbeck is going to take his very large cooking pot and start bailing the boat.
Okay. Okay, so Eve, you're attempting to repair the damage?
I'm using my blacksmithing tools for some reason.
I'm also gonna try to repair it. I have my blacksmithing tools. I'm gonna try to at least repair it.
Okay. Are you each doing your own, or are you gonna assist one another?
What is the thing for it?
It'll be a blacksmithing check.
Like,
I'm
what is that?
proficient
Like
with blacksmithing
intelligence?
tools.
I believe it's a strength check, but let me confirm.
Is it one big hole or is it many small holes?
From what you can see, it's one big hole.
Can Surbeck assist by just taking whatever they're using to patch it up and just like hold it to the thing while they're hammering it in?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
Yeah, so at that point, you just make a strength check. Each of you that are attempting to just hammer, if that's how you want to do it.
Does
Yeah,
Surbeck
well,
make a
he's
strength check
holding
to
it.
hold the thing?
Yep.
17 for Surbeck.
22.
Let's get this check going.
Woo! Some sort of jagged rock that Charles didn't see.
God damn it, Charles.
As he was sailing out.
I'm gonna yell up to Yob to see if he can detect what we hit, and see if there's anything else around.
Make a perception check, then Yob. You see what you hit, but just to see what you can. Exactly, just to see what else you can see on the horizon.
We hit the freaking iceberg that the Titanic hit. That's what we hit.
The same one.
Charles is too busy sleeping.
Are all those holes plugged up?
Yeah, you guys rolled really well. So with the strength of Surbeck and sort of collaborative effort, everyone manages to patch this hole from the inside. There is quite a bit of water still inside, but Surbeck, your pot trick will eventually work as you begin to bail out the water from inside the cabin areas over the deck.
Is
any fish get hold in the deck?
He's already trying to
The
kill
most
us.
unlucky fish of all time.
No. Oh, Ophelia, what were you saying?
Sorry, is there... Where Charles is sailing the actual ship, is that like a slightly higher level?
Yes.
Can you describe what that level looks like?
It's pretty basic. The ship itself is not of extreme
Yeah.
craftsmanship, but it's just a how many feet here? It is about 25 feet wide. He's situated in the middle, steering, and it runs about 15 feet deep, but the corners of it is a little shorter as it runs from edge to edge there. And you have 2 sets of stairs that go up.
Oh, okay. I don't want to risk getting wet from the weird holes and from Surbeck just trying to pale it all out and probably splashing around.
Okay, so you...
I'm gonna make my way up to Charles.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I feel like I can't be trusted up here. Need another set of eyes?
Perhaps. Yop, what did you get on your perception check?
It was a 20 unnatural.
Oh, sorry, I see it now. Okay, unnatural 20. So yeah, you can see that whatever he hit and whatever areas that could be potentially dangerous, you've passed at this point. Probably distracted more than anything, and it seems to be smooth sailing from what you can see moving forward.
Does the captain look drunk?
No, he doesn't look drunk, but you could make a perception check to just really figure it out. Is he bracky?
Is he bracky? Yo, what's he doing over there?
Yeah, he looks sober.
I got an 8.
Yeah, he looks sober.
Okay.
Surbeck. You begin to fish, so give me a whatever fishing check that we normally do.
I would have asked Surbeck as he's like starting to fish. I would like, Surbeck, do you have a cooking device in your cooking set to go and cook the fish?
Surbeck's going to point to his brain and say, Surbeck have perfect cooking technique. That being said, I only rolled a 12.
Okay. You're fishing with the net?
Yeah.
So, oddly enough, with the net, you managed to catch only 2 fish.
With my fishing pole, I decide to fish alongside him.
Okay. Was there anything else others want to do, like fishing, etc., during this time? Because we can just do day by day.
Are there places for us to sleep?
Yeah, there is an area below deck, and when you've been on the ship before, you've ventured down there, I believe. It's cozy. There is a total of 4 rooms, including 5 rooms, including the captain's quarters.
5 rooms and a lot of us. Okay.
What time of day is it now?
Very early in the morning. It's about,
Oh,
I believe it's about 11,
okay.
12.
How fast is the ship going?
I will get back to you.
For fishing, what would I need to roll?
Dexterity. The ship is moving at about 2 miles per hour.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Eve. Unfortunately, you're going to be failing this round. Surbeck, you're going to fish until you catch 20 fish. Okay. Go ahead and give me another check. Surbeck.
He's currently cutting some Rice Krispies right now.
I'll
Like
fish
the
for
raw
3
Rice
hours.
Krispies or Rice Krispie squares?
All right, give me 2 more checks then. Yeah, you.
His own. He made some.
Oh.
And he just took like 1/3 of it.
Okay. So you're fishing with a fishing pole, and on that 19, you managed to catch a fish.
I'm here.
All right, Surbeck. Fishing with a net.
All right, round 2.
You catch Rice Krispie.
Only 11.
Okay, Surbeck. Roll that fishing check again.
All right, I got in an 11. I'm gonna keep going till I have 20 though.
Yep. So that 11, you don't net any.
I give my fish to Surbeck, and I tell Surbeck, if I see poisonous fish, I want to harvest the poison.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Deal.
Surbeck got 13 for this for the 3rd check.
Okay. 13 grants you 3 more fish.
All right, so that's 6 total with Eves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, check 4. 18.
Okay, that's better. You managed to get 7.
Nice.
You want to do one more?
One more.
Eve, you want to do
Another
one more as
18.
well?
I don't want to do anymore, but I want to harvest any fish. Like, I want to, I'll harvest the poison from any fish that could be poisonous.
Okay. Surbeck, you pick up another 8.
All right, so I have 21. Are any of them poisonous?
Are any of them poison? You got 21, you said?
Mm-hmm. Blackjack.
No.
All right. Surbeck will start gutting them, and he's going to lay out his brown winter cloak and start putting the fish fillets on that to start drying in the sun
Okay. Sounds good.
with some spices.
I'll keep reading until dinner.
Okay. So if no one's doing anything else before that, we'll just go straight to that. Surbeck, your fish has been successfully dried out with your Surbeck seasoning. So go ahead and roll your cooking check.
Hold on. I forgot my modifier. That is a 16.
You've cooked with fish before, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember what we did for that document now.
I can link it to you if you want.
I got it. It's just 15, you said? 16?
16, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're successful at creating how many portions? You had 21 fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've made 21 portions, 21 meals essentially.
All right, so I'm gonna take 10 of those and call those 5 Surbeck-sized portions, and I'm going to add them to my rations, and then I'm going to offer the rest to everybody else. And I'm going to eat one.
Okay. So Maka, Charles, and this will each take 1. So you can mark off 3 from there.
I take it.
There should be 1. At that point, there's 1 for every other player character to eat for lunch, brunch, breakfast, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then Surbeck will go up to Ophelia. Ophelia, I have 2 bedroll. Need 1 bedroll, please.
God damn it, Ophelia was really hoping you'd forget about it.
At this point, it's been used for 3 nights, so it's a little smelly.
Delicious.
Little smelly, a little dirty.
A little smelly?
Did you get me the tools I needed?
I gave those to you the night that I got it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to prepare the tools, but in order to prepare the tools, I need you to take these 2, wet it and shake it really aggressively in the water, and lay it out to dry first.
Alright, Surbeck will do that and lay it beside, lay it where he put the fish originally.
Okay. Give me an athletics check as you begin to try to hang over the boat to wash your dirty bedrolls.
I'm going to tie myself to my grappling hook and attach the grappling hook to the edge of the ship.
Okay. So make that with advantage.
Uh, 13. Yeah, 21.
Okay.
No, wait, that's athletics. Acrobatics +2.
No.
So 15.
It's athletics that you needed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 21.
Yeah, you're good. So you wash out your dirty bedrolls and you lay them out on the deck to dry. And in a few hours, they will be dry.
They'll also still be smelly because that's where the fish were.
At least it's fresh fish.
I think Ophelia would rather that than Surbeck's smell.
It's Surbeck fish.
Technically, my smell is it doesn't like wash out too well, so it's probably still gonna smell.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But the stank up in here, holy shit.
So after a few hours, the bedrolls are dry, and like Jeremy said, the bedrolls still have the scent of Surbeck on them. Physically, they are clean and dry, but they have that musty smell to them, that familiar Surbeck stench.
No. Alright, at least they feel clean, which is a big upgrade. How long would this take me?
I believe we said 2 hours last we
that's
spoke.
not bad. Okay. Up top in my spot, I'll get to work, I guess.
Knitting.
Would you say I would finish my potion book at this time?
Is that what you've been reading? Because you didn't specify.
That's what I've been reading the whole time because we finished the coding book.
Right. I didn't know that that's what you were reading. How much more do you got here?
I read for 6 confirmed hours, and then after that 1 attempt at fishing, I read until dinner. I don't know how many hours that was.
That was 2, I believe. Yeah, you've completed it at this point.
Okay, cool.
I will update the document, but I won't be able to fill in the details. I'll just tell you what you've learned.
That's okay. I just, I know we have, 3 days of being on the ship.
Mhm.
And I was just I don't she's gonna keep doing the same thing, because I think by that time she would have finished the book.
All right. So, you guys have full bellies. As Ophelia has, at this point, finished knitting the Surbeck-sized bedroll, as the sun has almost fully set on the first day of your travel.
Well, we are getting ready to go to rest. Should we have someone keep watch while we're sleeping?
Aren't we paying the captain and his crew to keep watch?
There's no
We
crew,
are the
we're
crew.
the crew. Should we watch in shifts? Who wants to take first watch?
It's nighttime right now?
Yep. The sun is just beginning to
I can-
almost set, essentially.
I can take first watch.
It's a big ocean. I'll take first watch with you too.
Okay. So, Surbeck, you have yourself a Surbeck-sized bedroll now. Eve and Yope, go ahead and give me perception checks as you guys take your first watch.
I have a spyglass. Would that make any changes to my rolls?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage then.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice. So you look out, and you can see on your at the end of your first day of travel with your spyglass, you can actually see at a distance. You can see your homeland to the left. You can see that at some point in your travel, you will you will sail right past Nagaroth. You will also sail past Nehekara, which is the land of the dead, the vast desert that you guys have visited previously. But you'll probably see that in the next day, as it is pretty far away still. But other than the sights that you see, you don't see any potential threats. No other pirate ships or boats on the water, and most notably, no big giant sea creatures that you can see.
can I go downstairs quickly and check the patch job that everyone did and see if it's still holding up?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
I'll go and wake up Eldriana. I would figure she's already awake anyway because she's an elf. Take over watch.
Sure.
I'll get up and go over and take watch.
All right. Yeah, you got a 7 for your investigation. Yeah, from what you can tell, it's holding up. It doesn't appear to have any water sort of leaking through. So yeah, you've done the crew did a pretty good job.
I'll wake. Who's the sleeper? Everyone's sleeping, right?
Yeah, Eldriana has been awoken by Eve.
I'll wake Bragrick up.
Oh my god.
No, you
Even the fish aren't safe, dude. What's going on over here?
Jesus Christ.
What I do to wolves? So
That doesn't make it any better.
Then the fish are safe. Holy shit, that gif though. Alright. No, it's not really the same thing. With the wolves, you actually fought them in combat, and when you killed them.
It's a battle of wills.
What battle? They don't want.
They don't want to fight you. They don't want to get caught by your fishing hook.
The battle of.
All right, so Eldriana and Bradrick, you've been awoken to take watch.
Mhm.
As you guys have come up onto the top deck,
The poop deck.
the poop deck, Charles will say to Eldriana, "Love, do you think you can take over here at the helm? I just need a few hours of rest."
Out of game. Sorry, what's the helm?
Just
The driver's
You're
seat.
just driving, essentially. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. I raise my eyebrows at him, calling me love. And
Okay.
take the helm.
Cheers. He then makes his way below deck towards the captain's quarters. The damage of the ballista. Hold on, there's like a few questions here. Yes, if you attempt to fight a shark in combat, you can sacrifice it to Kane, but not fish that you catch with a fishing hook.
Not even the fish are safe.
Girl just worried a burst into flames on a boat.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so it would do 3d10 piercing damage if you had a bolt of the appropriate size. You currently don't. You guys just have the one harpoon shot, which you know that if you hit the underbelly of Aminar, it'll be a lethal. It should be a lethal blow.
Okay.
But moving forward, if you did want to use it as a crossbow, it would be that much.
Okay, and how much would one of these harpoons weigh?
How much would the harpoons weigh?
Yeah, like it's like the ammunition for it. If I were to like get some crafted.
Let me figure that out and let you know.
Okay, because I'm tempted.
Okay, mind you, it is a very short range. It is, I believe, 60 feet was the final weight.
That's not bad.
All right, Eldriana and Bradrick, give me perception checks. And then if Eldriana, if you can give me just a dexterity check afterwards.
That's perception.
Okay. Okay. So you feel pretty comfortable steering the ship. This is not the first time you've done it, so you're starting to become more and more comfortable at the helm. Bradrick, give me that perception check. Jeremy, each harpoon is going to weigh 10 pounds.
Okay. And the thing itself is 100 pounds.
Correct.
Alright, I'll see if I can make this work.
Bradrick.
Bradrick.
Sorry. What was that?
Perception check.
Yep.
Yikes. Okay. So between you and Eldriana,
We
maybe
can't see shit.
maybe it's a little bit dark out, too dark out, but you don't necessarily see anything on the horizon. You, probably a bit tired still from your many days of hard labor.
Mm.
But eventually the sun does rise, and your watch is officially over as Charles comes back up after he takes a short rest just to gather his own strength. Good morning.
Morning.
I see we haven't crashed. You've done well. Done better than me.
Yeah.
I can take
We're
over
doing
from
all
here
right.
now.
Perfect. I'll go wake the rest of the crew.
What time is it now?
It's morning. It's 8 in the morning or so.
Okay. All right. Would likely everyone be waking up, or
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wake everyone else up since it's basically daytime now.
Okay. So you head below deck and you go through one by one into each of the rooms, and you see everyone sleeping. There's a total of four rooms below deck as the living quarters. Notably missing from it all is Ophelia from the 4 rooms. But you wake everyone else up.
Alright. Basically, I'm just gonna go around and give everyone a quick shake or bang on the door if it's locked. Time to wake up!
Okay. So all you hear a bang at the door, or if the door was open, you get a ungraceful jolt as Bragrick begins to shake you all awake.
Yeah, wake up Surbeck, like, time for some breakfast.
Okay, breakfast time. Surbeck will go fishing again.
Okay. Same thing as before. You want to fish until you catch X amount.
Yeah, this time let's say like 15.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a couple checks, and I'll just let you know how many you catch.
19 on the first one.
Ooh, nice. That's going to yield you 11.
Ooh, okay. So one more. Ooh, nice. 18.
Ooh, this one only got you 5 though.
Okay, so 16. That's good enough. I'll do the same thing as yesterday.
Okay.
I ran out of spice though, so
Ooh.
it'll just be regular plain fish.
Okay.
Do we have anything else stored on board in all the supplies, or is it just what we brought aboard?
Basically, whatever you brought aboard.
Okay.
I start making a hag's brew.
Okay.
I also only rolled a 10 on cooking it, so it's not going to be very
Ooh.
good.
Yeah, that
It's
is.
a fail.
I believe it's a fail.
It's definitely a fail.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of mangled, half-dried fish guts, if anybody wants any. Surbeck will eat some.
So yeah, for the first time in a long time, you've seen Surbeck kind of struggle in the quote-unquote kitchen, as he fails to properly gut and properly clean the fish, and then eventually leading to just a mess, unedible to most creatures. It's fine for Surbeck.
Surbeck will say, "Not great, but still good."
Are any of those fish poisonous? Can I salvage poison from it?
Are they poisonous? Let's
They
see.
may have become poisonous.
You just made them poisonous.
No, these are not poisonous either. Okay, so you're all above deck. Is there anything else anyone wants to do other than Surbeck cooking for lunch? Or did you just want to move on to your watches again?
Can I? We have the launcher. Can I work on improving it since I have my smith tools with me? Can I do any sort of modification to improve it from being really shitty to just like less shitty?
Sure. Do you have any materials?
I have Blood Drinker's Greatsword I can use.
Okay.
What can I actually use? I have 10 pitons, like those little things you throw down. I have a light hammer that I could technically use the piece of it, and just for that, yeah, I don't have much
So
for
I'll
other than my
say-
casings, but no.
I'll say in terms of raw materials, you don't have enough to
No.
improve upon it, but I'll let you make a tinker's check to see if you can improve the device just with what it currently has.
Okay, and that's intelligence?
Yes. You are proficient with it because I believe you're proficient with your tinker tools.
Yes. Check it. Not that roll.
Wouldn't it be higher than that? Wouldn't it
Oh,
be
yeah.
15?
Plus 3 only though.
Oh, so 14.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, because you don't have enough materials to improve on the actual machine itself,
Mhm.
what you got is kind of what you got.
Okay.
I have a brewer's kit. If I want to make some brews, do I need to find like extra materials to add along with my brewer's kit, or can I just be making some brews?
You would need like materials, like if you're planning on brewing poisons, you would need poisonous materials. If you're trying to brew other things, you would need the appropriate materials as well.
Okay.
So what did you have in mind?
Oh, never mind. Nothing.
Okay. Surbeck, were you going to continue fishing or were you going to call it for a day?
If nobody was eating the monstrosity I created, I would have.
I would try. I will show my appreciation for his hard-earned effort.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Ugh. Okay. Fun. Yay.
Okay. It was pretty bad, but you managed to successfully eat it and keep it down.
I'm gonna look at Surbeck and with tears in my eye, I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Like, tastes good.
Oh, thank you. Not best batch, but hopefully better for dinner.
Indeed, hopefully it is. Maybe you can use this to catch other fish afterwards.
Oh yeah, maybe we can. Good idea.
In my boredom, I would practice
Not being bored.
songs and worshiping the cane.
You would practice
You're
songs.
playing with yourself.
Oh
Like
God.
worship songs to cane.
I'm gonna start running for the hills. I'm running for the hills.
But I would do it in a room.
No. Now-
What is this gift?
Given the fact that given the fact that I can detect chaos and stuff like that, do I detect her chaotic incantations?
No, you don't detect anything, but it's not a very big boat. Like, are you whispering these songs?
Be in a room privately. While after I'm done creating my hacks brew, doing worship songs to cane. Since I've run out of books.
Okay. Okay. If you're going to whisper,
I do it somewhat semi-whisper because I don't want to create a scene. It's private worship.
Sacrificing the fish was a big enough scene.
All right. Give me a stealth check just to see if you're able to keep your voice down enough. Are you asking? Oh, nice. Are you asking what was the town? Like, are you asking the name of the town?
Yeah, the name of the town, and I can't remember do we know the blacksmith's name? I just need to add it to my notes. That's
I can't
all.
remember if we got his
Gave
if
a
you
name.
got his name, but the town's name was the Port of Anchors.
Port of Anchors. Okay, I'll add that to my list.
Okay. All right. So at this point, we'll say that the sun has begun to set, and Charles will again ask for someone to take the helm while he rests for a bit.
Is it still light out ish?
Yeah, the sun is just on the verge of completely setting.
Since I did such a terrible perception check, I don't trust myself for being in the nighttime, so I'll take the first watch or volunteer to take the first watch.
Okay. Who else?
Don't everyone jump at once.
Surbeck will watch.
I'm not that hideous to be a company with.
All right. Thanks, mate. Which one of y'all is gonna take the wheel?
I'll take the wheel.
Oh, you're
Jesus,
gonna stay.
I'll take
You're gonna
the
stay
wheel.
up as well, Okada,
Yeah, I'll watch with the big boy.
Surbeck, and Bragrick. You're gonna the three of you.
Oh, there's. Yeah, sure one.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Why don't the three of you then give me a perception check, and then Teokada throw in your dexterity check as well. Just straight dex. So the first one is your. Okay, never mind. It says right there. So Bragrick, I don't know if Surbeck's food is affecting you or what, but you don't quite see anything as you're finding it hard to focus. We are all blind, yeah. So yeah, none of you see really anything, any dangers on the horizon, and but Teokada, you do a pretty good job of keeping your course true. At this point, you are pretty well halfway there. You can see the island is beginning to come into view as you are basically between Nagaroth and Nehekara. You can see both landmasses to your left and to your right. So you're finished your watch. Let me know who you guys are awakening.
Ophelia.
I'm gonna go wake. Who's the elves of the group? Sorry, who's the other? Because they don't need a
Eldra-
long rest.
Eldriana and Eve are the other two.
Oh, I'm gonna go wake Eve then. While Sobek wakes Eldriana.
So sorry, who are you waking, Sirbeck? I thought you said Ophelia at first.
He just left.
Oh god.
Whichever, I'm gonna go wake, I'll just wake, Eldriana.
Okay. Teokata, anyone you're particularly keen on waking up?
Do I know?
He just went to the washroom.
But he was just talking.
1 second.
He
you know
did just
who
go
has
to the
watched?
washroom though.
What?
What? I hear Marco.
Virginia, be quiet. I'm trying to answer his question.
I mean,
Who
unless he
hasn't
took
watched
his
yet?
phone with him, but
I'm muted, so she can't hear me.
yeah.
Okay. So Virginia, stop talking. He's trying to answer the question.
Anyway, yeah, who hasn't watched yet, or do I not know who hasn't watched yet?
Basically everyone, because you
It's
were
just been
awake.
us three.
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's just
new.
been the three of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll wake up Ophelia then. Unless someone already woke up Ophelia, I don't know.
We'll say no. So Eve and Teokata, you don't see Ophelia. You just assume she's up to her usual shenanigans, always taking the captain's quarters. So you just give a bang onto the captain's quarter door.
Just reconfirming, I was awakened, right?
Yes, you were.
Okay.
Yes, I
I'll
woke.
run. I'll do my perception check then.
Ophelia, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm back. And everyone's shenanigans. I said be right back, and I think I that got missed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. So Teokata, not seeing you in any of the living quarters, figured you were in the captain's quarters, and bangs on the door to get you to come and take a watch.
Okay. All right. I sigh and make my way out.
Okay. Perception check.
I'll make my way to the top part, by the way.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh boy.
All right, so go ahead and give me that perception check. Eve, you don't notice anything. Which one of you ladies is going to be steering the ship?
What ability?
Ow.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Dexterity.
Oh,
I will steer the ship.
Okay. All right, 23. So yeah, you don't notice anything. You can see that you are almost there, but what are you going to try your best?
Probably staying awake.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is
You
it
do
a straight up dexterity check, or is it like
Yes.
a other modifier?
just your straight up dex, plus your modifier, but not your proficiency. Oh boy! All right, so Eve is not the greatest ship captain. She's a bit heavy at the wheel, I guess, and often you're not necessarily taken off course, as you can see the island, but you're definitely it's not the most comfortable ride. Up ahead, you do see the island, like I said, and you can see that there are several boats sort of closing in and on the horizon.
Can I recognize, like, what, with using my spyglass, like, what sigils are those boats? Like,
Sure. Give me a just give me a perception check then. Okay. So you see there are several more tattered looking boats with different colored sails, mostly blacks and so on. But you also see more elegant looking boats as well, with white sails and what looks like a golden phoenix sigil on them.
Golden?
wasn't that ours?
Yes. No, that was from Brendan's
I was
campaign.
gonna say, I remember us having a phoenix sigil.
Do I recognize the phoenix sigil?
Yeah, you would. This is essentially the High Elf Navy. This is the sigil of the. This is basically the general crest of the Asurani elves, the quote unquote high elves.
Okay. So I will make my way to Eldriana since she's awake, and make sure I point them out so that way she can see them, and also have an elf with me.
Okay.
Does it look like a ship graveyard?
It looks like these ships, these more tattered ships, are sailing towards the island, and these other ships are sailing out to intercept.
Onward.
Okay.
Wait,
So
are
at
you
this
saying onward to yourself?
Mew.
All right. So at the start of this third day now, you can see these ships on the horizon as Charles takes over the helm of the ship again. Best get ready for a fight. Seems like someone's gotten here before us.
We've been ready.
Whatever you got to do with that harpoon, you better prepare, because I'd imagine
Oh god.
before sunset we'll be in the thick of whatever is ahead of us.
I'm gonna start preparing the crossbow. Then I'm gonna get Cerbex's help to move it to the front of the boat, and try to anchor it to the front of the boat. It
Okay.
can still pivot though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna anchor it to the front of the boat to get it to stay there.
Okay.
Can I ascertain how many hours it'll take before we're engaged and all of that?
About 6 hours from this
Okay.
point.
When it gets to the 3-hour marker, I want to cast the Rune of Defense on myself.
Okay.
Does the ship? Sorry, does the ship have any kind of like battle, like cannons or anything like that?
It doesn't. You've actually noticed this previously. The difference between Charles's ship and Jasper's ship is that Charles was built for speed, and Jasper's was built for combat.
Okay.
But there are oars on the lower decks, which people can use to row the ship, and then that's it. you have your ballista that Bragrick has developed, and that's about it.
Okay.
I cast it twice.
Huh? What? Pop.
Water running?
I cast the Rune of Defense twice because my first it only lasted 1 hour, so I had to recast it.
Okay. I thought you wanted to cast it when you were closer.
Because it's 6 hours away, so I wanted to cast it at the 3 hour marker, and then I did, but I was only able to get it for 1 hour, so I had to recast it.
Oh, okay.
Surbeck's going to fish up some fish, so that way he can hopefully make a natural 20 meal and give everybody HP.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. At about the 15-minute mark, or if I can get that specific, maybe 15-30-minute mark, I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay. Anyone else want to preload any abilities or spells?
I would be doing the same as Goldon.
Okay, so Goldon, who are you blessing?
I'll just tag him now in chat.
Okay.
I'll
Bragrick?
tag
I'm
mine
gonna
after
load
yours.
the device. Once I got the crossbow ballista all set up and going, I'm gonna load it.
Since we've had pretty much 2 long rests, are Golden and I still affected by the 50% magic
No.
reduction?
No, you're good now.
Okay.
All right. So speaking of that, Maka, before you load the weapon onto the platform here, will use the remainder of her magic, all of her magic from the day, and she will imbue the spear. So you see what looks like sickly purple energies coming from her hands, and they shoot towards the harpoon, imbuing the metals of it, and you can see that the metals give off like a purple glow off the already super bright steel color.
Okay.
Who is handling the harpoon? Is it Adriana?
You guys tell me.
I think so. Yeah.
That makes the most sense.
So I was best in range.
Oh, right.
I'm going to have a hag's brew.
Surbeck would tell Eve, should give breathing potion to someone who may fall in water.
And nah.
Nah.
She's thinking very much so on who would need it most. Who is not a good swimmer? Or who cannot swim?
Maybe
I use-
Ophelia.
I'm a better sinker than anything.
I'll give one to Ophelia, I guess.
Is this a potion of water breathing?
Yeah.
I would probably need one.
I don't take it from you.
Okay.
If I have to take a water breathing potion, we have bigger problems.
Does Goldon say he wanted one?
I'll take one, yeah.
I give one to Goldon. Does Sorbeck need water potion?
Might be useful if no one else need.
I give one to Sorbeck then.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Surbeck, you're fishing.
Here we go.
That's
natural
long
one
gone.
is the first one.
Natural one, okay. 0 fish.
Next one. Oh my god. An 8. Next one.
Yeah, that's 0 as well.
Another 8. So at this point, Surbeck would just give up.
Okay. All right, so we're at the 3-hour mark now. You're about 3 hours out. Let's get some different music.
Oh boy.
All right. So, as you get closer and closer and closer, you see that the seas become more and more turbulent. And on the horizon, you can see that the ships have now engaged in what looks like a fierce naval battle. You see what looks like, this is all of you see this, several ships in various states of repair and quality as well. They're all flying black flags, and they're all engaged with ships of this elegant elven design. You see long, slender boats with white sails emblazoned with the sigil of a flaming phoenix. You know this to be the crest of Asuryan. The golden phoenix is also at the nose of each of the ships. As you see, its wings are spread wide across the nose, and they reach about midway on the ship's hulls. On the shores, you can see what looks like regiments of elves wearing bright silver armors, wielding spears, shields, with bows slung over their shoulders as well. Eldriana, you realize and you notice that these are the Lothern Sea Guard. Essentially, they make up the main bulk of the High Elf naval force. The closer you get, the clearer the battle becomes, as you see elven mages hurling spells and doing their best to counteract the wizards that wield necromantic magics of the vampire pirates aboard the ships. You see bolt throwers are set up in the sand as they pepper the boats from a distance. You can see over the mountains of the shores ahead of you. You see what looks like massive eagles pulling chariot hulls with the same bolt throwers mounted to them. They fly over top of the ships, releasing bolts on the ships as they attempt to slow the charge of this undead force. On the shores itself, you see what looks like an elven prince wielding a flaming greatsword with deadly precision. He cuts down waves of zombies and pirates with ease, finally engaging with a monstrous rotting Promethean, like the one you guys have fought earlier, only much, much larger. You realize that the elves' superior fighting style and tactics appear to be winning the fight, and you can see that the forces of undead and the pirates are beginning to dwindle. The necromancers try to resurrect the fallen soldiers, but are unable to do so as the elven mages are consistently blocking them. And now that the elven soldiers have engaged on the shores, they're beginning to win the tide of battle and begin to push their advantage. At this point, you're about an hour away, but you see this battle unfolding from a distance. You continue to sail, passing what looks like wreckages of boats that have been completely destroyed and drifted away. The battle appears to be being won by the elves. That is, until the water begins to rise. At first, it looks like a massive tidal wave that begins to form closer to the shore. Once it reaches about 100 feet in height, the water breaks, revealing the rotting dorsal fin and the rotting green scales of Amanar. Amanar appears to be laying waste to all ships around him, whether they're elves or undead. With his claw, he rakes across the shore, destroying all ships in his path, and he clears the way. You can see that he clears the way for the wreckage of the ship that Luther Harkon uses as he appears from below this water, and he heads full speed towards the shores of Ulthuan. You can see that the force above on the shores themselves have begun to rally towards that side, and they begin to channel their spells together. The winds pick up as a whirlpool begins to funnel beneath one of the elven ships, lifting it up and out of the water. They struggle to keep it airborne, but as they manage to lift the ship, they are able to place it in the way of Luther Harkon's ship as the two viciously collide, causing elves and pirates aboard to go flying. You can see on board the elven ship is a female mage, and what's notable about her is she wields what looks like light magic, which is super effective against the undead. And you also see a male elf clad in noble armor, Adriana. This is your Phoenix King, Finubar. And the female appears to be his daughter, Aliathra. After the collision, both sides board each other, and Luther boards the elven ship and begins to battle against Finubar. If I can get you all to load up map tools.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
What was the name of those people? Phoenix King who?
Finubar, also known as the Phoenix King, and Aliathra.
Man, I'm the Phoenix King, man. What do you mean? You see these wings?
Sorry, what was my relation to the Phoenix King? Was he who killed my parents? Or...
No, he was the one you saved.
Oh, he was like my uncle, so to speak.
Yeah, not related by blood, but
yeah,
similar relation. Yeah.
Okay.
Good old Uncle Finbar.
Oh, it would help if I start the server, huh?
Nope. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, that might help.
Is it a different IP?
Try now, because I just started the server. Let me know if it doesn't work.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Phoenix King, baby.
I'm fighting in the pit again.
Oh shit, Sir Beck. Oh.
All right, let's let me know if anyone's having issues connecting.
I'm in.
So I'm missing 2 more people. I'm missing Eve.
Yeah, I just in
who
there.
just connected, and
He just says connecting.
okay, there's Bragger.
Oh, there it goes.
All right, let's get you guys on the correct map
Roll initiative.
and roll initiative.
Checking it. So the
My attack power is gonna have +2 added each time, just because of the hack screw.
Alright.
Is it a dice roll or is it a flat value for the Hag's Brew?
It's a flat value.
Okay, that's simple enough then. Alright, so I've added you guys to the initiative tracker. It's a big map, so I apologize ahead of time. So you might have to do some zooming out.
Let's see how big of a map we're talking here.
Are we supposed to have already been in there?
Do you not see the ships and stuff?
No,
Nope.
I'm still on the old map.
I'm still in the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, that's why. I had it set to player not visible. You should see it now.
Yeah, it's loading it now. Don't
Come
worry,
on.
it's loading in.
Sounds like a train.
What'd you say? A train?
Yeah. like the bass of the music. Yeah.
Oh. All right, we need some initiatives put in here.
I
Gold
can't see
done.
the map still. Still loading.
Yeah, it's still loading.
It's probably because there's a lot of assets.
Ooh.
Yope, what did you get?
I'm putting it in now. It's 18. 18.
Okay. Okay.
You got an 18? I got an 18. What's your dexterity? Yo, what's your dex?
Oh, 10.
Oh, I got 12. So I go ahead of you.
Anybody having issues loading in?
It's still loading for me. It's 28 out of 29 loaded.
All right,
Same
same
for me
here.
as well.
Yeah, same
And
here
then-
for me.
28 out of 29 cached.
Were you able to get in the end, Yope?
No, it's still black. Same thing,
Hmm.
28, 29.
It took a bit to get there, so maybe it'll come soon.
Yeah, there are a lot of assets in here. So, who sees the black screen right now?
Me.
Myself.
I think we all do.
Do you see it as well, Marco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
What about now?
I think it's just black because it's trying to load, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it says 28 out of 29.
Yeah, maybe we should have had it beforehand. Should have loaded it up beforehand.
Oh, that's all good.
RD can
Sure.
happen now.
I'm sure our fans won't mind.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to RP, you can. Otherwise, if you're eager, you can go take a bio break now.
What?
You can go piss.
Oh, okay. I already did that when I'm sitting. What if I exit and try to jump back in, like disconnect,
Try.
reconnect?
Yeah, you can try that if you want.
Oh, as I disconnected it, I could see the ship.
Oh no, I hate that.
Son of a bitch.
That's so sad.
Like literally, I could disconnect and it's like blue ship. Blue ocean and then the ship, and I was like,
He's blue. What can he say?
let's try it again. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in. Yeah, that was instant.
Those of you that are waiting, maybe try doing the same.
So just
Okay.
like load out, disconnect, and oh my god, dear lord, holy shit!
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
So you load it out and like disconnected, then jump back in. Like you did actually. Did you disconnect from the server though?
That's the
Cause
same
that'd be-
part. 28
yeah,
out of 29.
I did disconnect from the server completely.
Yeah, Marco completely restarted map tools and it didn't do anything.
I did the same. Didn't do anything.
Time to
I
open
can
up
tell you what it
Hellfire.
looked like.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
How big is this map, Luca? Holy.
I could.
It's. I don't know why. I
Where the
mean,
fuck are we? Oh, there we are. Oh my god.
Luca's got us in the fucking. It's the Big Bang, dude. The world's being created.
Tailspire.com. I'm just gonna delete some of these tokens just in hopes to help things along.
Yeah,
here.
that's like literally 1% away, and I'm like, damn it, come on.
Yeah,
They can't get over that hurdle, dude.
It's a barrel, I think.
It's just one barrel.
A lot of zombies.
So you see it, Virginia?
Yeah.
So all I got is Bragrick and Eldreana loaded in.
They
I'm
can,
just gonna let it.
they can handle this.
I'm just gonna let it take its time.
You can live stream it again if you don't mind us seeing everything.
That's the problem, is that I do.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. You know what that means. We're all dead. Good thing I got my backup character. Oh, I'm loaded in now. Let's go.
I guess we just gotta wait it out.
I guess so.
You just gotta be patient. Holy shit. What is the... Holy...
Hey, no spoilers. Hold on.
Oh, God. That doesn't look good.
I want to know.
You don't want to know.
I'm wondering at this point if we just call
Oh,
the
shoot.
session.
I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we just
me-
call it and then we pick it up from here next week. We'll just have everyone load up as soon as we start while I'm doing the recap.
Recap.
And then that'll give the system a bit of time to get going. Or what I can do is even before the session starts, I can start the server and people can connect early.
That's a good idea.
Those of you that are in, do you find any issues like scrolling? Like, is it laggy? Because on my end, it seems
Nope.
fine.
It's fine.
It's
No.
fine.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's fine.
slow to load, I guess. All right.
It's fine. Yeah, I
All
can
right.
see
So
everything.
let's do that then, because it is 11:45 now. I don't want to go until 1 in the morning because I think it'll be just over an hour for the combat. So let's call it early, and we'll next week we'll just load in before 9 to get everything going, and then and then we'll get this done next week, which will be the last week before the break, and then Yopes Ray Cherry is one shot.
Ooh.
I don't really know if it's gonna be a one shot or like a long shot. Yeah.
Or like a 2 to 3 shot.
It'll be an 8 shot.
It's gonna be a
Hail
long
Mary.
campaign.
Wait, how long is it supposed to be?
This is gonna be like I'm aiming for 2, but yeah, I don't know. If it goes into 3, I want to make it so make it a full 3 rather than just like 2.5.
Yeah, fair enough, dude. Whatever you
Yeah,
want.
that's fine. I don't think any of us really care how long you make it.
No, it's whatever, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as
Whatever
you're
you
having
wanna
fun
do, dude.
DMing it.
Mhm.
And if you do one session and you absolutely detest it, then we can just
Like honestly, the only
Not do
person
it.
who really cares about how long it is Aaron.
Oh, mine. I'm excited to finally use this character.
It was a penis joke, by the way.
And it is, I still don't mind.
I got it.
I just still don't know what this map looks like. That sucks. I want to know.
Oh, you were gonna talk about his penis.
So yeah, thanks everyone. Sorry we didn't get to this today.
No, it's fun.
Bit of a late
Yeah.
start still. So
Good session.
next week we'll get it done.
And hopefully I'll be able to catch some fish.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, I like what you did with the map here.